Alright, now boom. Today's location, Coventry. Where we at? Shawarma King. Does it taste nice? Let's find out.
All I want to know is, does it taste nice?
Shawarma King. What do I say? It was a madness. Yeah, what? Let's go straight into it. Menu choices and value for money now. When I'm looking at the menu now, I'm looking at an array of infinity. The menu was a henchers, my brother. A sumo wrestler and world's strongest man combined, my brother. The bolo thing. You get me? Now look, you got your shawarmas, yeah? Obviously, because it's Shawarma King. You got your English internationals. You got your chips there. You got your chicken kind of concoctions there. Listen, any kind of thing that you want, you'll find it on that menu. So the menu choices were bolo. We ordered the Shawarma King platter mixture concoction. Boss man told me that was £8. Now, listen, you're getting a lot of food for your £8. This ain't no joke. When I took out the appendix, the measurement tape, and put that on the plate, big, my brother. Yo, the dimensions were dimensionalized. This was 100 megapixels, my brother. It was clear. This thing was bolo. And when I analysed the chips as well, that was a decent size itcher. Obviously, the depth for that one, that was a little Olympic pool. You jump into them chips, you're drowning, my brother. Unless you're Michael Phelps, you get me? Which I'm not, so it's peak right there. So when we look at menu choices and the value for money now, I would rate that a solid 8.5 out of 10. It was serious. Before we eat, let's pray. In the book of Shawarma and in the book of King, God asked Fanny Francis at the top of Mount Galatasaray, does it taste nice? Fanny Francis said, let's hit the belly and find out. Talking said. First bite and overall taste. Look, this was an interstellar of flavors. I was heading to the next universe, my brother, and I ain't landed yet. It's a mad thing. When we analyze the rice now, the rice itself was proper. It was grainy, it was light, it maintained the fluffiness that you'd expect from rice. It wasn't too dense, it contained the aromatic flavors. So the rice was serious. Rice was decent though still. Let's talk about the chips now, because that was another mazzalina. When you take the first bite of these chips, you're greeted with an outer crunch that really sets the tone for the rest of the digestion on this chip. Now, when you look at the inside of the chip, it's fluffy, it's light, it's maintaining them polysaturates and them monosaturates. You know you're getting artery problems when you eat these chips, but it's good kind of artery problems. Those tasty artery problems, you get me? And then you get that little seasoning kind of taste as well. Obviously, boss man threw on some sauce now. Well, not some sauce, he threw on some kind of powder type concoction. I was trying to put my finger on what that actually was. What is that? I was trying to really analyze it on the left side of the tongue, the right side of the tongue. You know, like how them wine tasters, but I couldn't really distinguish what that taste was, but it really added and complemented the chips as well. So the chips themselves, you could even just order a bag of chips on their own. That's how nice they were. So the chips were serious, When we go on to the shawarma meat, now my brother, this is where it gets mad. I dipped into the lamb now, and the lamb, I don't know what it was. I think they mixed up the mature lamb with the newcomers, the donnies that were just born yesterday. Because some of the lamb was tough and some of the lamb was soft, my brother. Yeah?
This meat here is mad chewy though.
I think the first 2 bites of the lamb, I was getting the tough one because my throat was struggling. I was chewing like a cow chewing them, and you know, my brother, I'm just chewing and the throat was struggling, my brother.
I'm chewing so much, bro.
But when we go on to the chicken now,
I assume it's a chicken.
that was a bit more tender. That maintained the succulence. I didn't experience no tough spots there. When we go into the flavors now, the lamb itself had some kind of infusion of some kind of sweet, cinnamony, but yet peppery kind of taste that was all intertwined into one. It was hard for me to really distinguish that's a particular flavor or that's a particular flavor, but whatever it is, when it was combined, it worked well. The chicken and the lamb as a whole, even though the lamb choked me, it was okay. You could tell that the seasoning was skin deep. It wasn't artificial on the surface like Kim Kardashian and them man there. You know, the thing's going in skin deep. So props to boss man for that as well. He's really seasoned that meat well. First bite and overall taste, Shawarma King, you're getting a 9 out of 10. Look, other than the lamb catching me off guard for the initial bite, trying to choke me and that, get me down for the count. Other than that, you lot did good. I've got no complaints. The taste was there, the texture was there, the flavor was there. First bite and overall taste, 9 out of 10. So cleanliness and customer service. When you first step in the store now, on the surface it looks relatively clean. When you go skin deep, like that injection, you start to realize that at the bottom of the table stands, there's grime there. Where the fridge area is, there's a bit of grime there. The machinery that they use to fry up the chips, on the side of that, there was grime there. On the inner tiles, under the compartments, there's grime there. We have to be fair. It's not really what you would expect from somewhere you're going to be eating food. So I had to really point that out. When we go into customer service now, it was kind of disorientated. It was kind of like you were doing the little roly-poly thing, and then when you stood up, you're falling back down again. That's how mumbo-jumbo the thing kind of was. Because when man was choking on the lamb, these lot were just looking at me and say, yeah, it's nice. I'm telling them, where's the drink, my brother? Where's the drink? Bring the drink. I was saying, but bring the drink, yeah? And these lot were moving slow, my brother. Like they wanted me to pass out first and go to A&E. So, oh, here's your drink. Yeah, it's a bit too late for that now, ain't it? A bit too late for that. So I would have to kind of downgrade the score for that reason. That's nice too. But as a whole though, the owner, they're friendly people, let's put it that way. I mean, if you don't suffer from choking problems like I did, you will have a better experience as far as customer service is concerned. So let's give this a score now. Look, cleanliness and customer service, it's going to get a 6.75 out of 10 because I think there's little nitty-gritty areas that you lot can really improve on to up your score and get up the leaderboard where everyone wants to be. If you just deal with the grime at the bottom of the tables, it's not too hard. And obviously when you see customers choking, attend to their needs a bit quicker, your scores will go up next time, yeah? So let's look at the scores now, yeah? The overall scores. So boom, out of a possible 30 marks, Shawarma King scored 24.25 out of 30. Now look, that's decent, that is mid-table. You're staying in the Premier League for many years to come. You lot just need to sort out your nitty-gritties and help the customers when they're choking on the verge of death, and your scores will increase. But yeah, overall score, 24.25 out of 30. It's decent. Well done.